As Bitcoin prepares to bust into a new weekly candle and stick the final finger into the hearts and potentially other places of the bears as well. What if the reason for the first big blast of the second part of this bull cycle is not an ETF, but something even juicier? And Peter Sniff is literally punching air right now after BlackRock's CIO made this latest statement. They call him Peter Sniff because he'll be sniffing his tissues as he cries into them for choosing gold over Bitcoin. Your host, Franklin Foot Fetish, and my goodness, do we have so many different things to be jumping into today, as now word of an executive order, but as well something very, very interesting in one of the top cryptocurrencies case that could absolutely springboard crypto in a very bigly way that many people will not even see coming. That's what she said. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications to miss these absolute time-sensitive alerts. As well, if you're interested in earning rewards on your ADA, make sure to check out our pool below. And as well, other bonuses are linked in the pinned comment below. And without any further ado, let's dump on it. Big. So we have a lot of things we're going to be covering in today's video, but guys, it's just so important to take a look at this. And this is a coin I barely ever talk about. I'm not the biggest fan. However, I am, as I've been saying for months now, I've had the same opinion for months. I absolutely hope XRP destroys the SEC in this lawsuit. The SEC has absolutely no right to be doing what it's doing. And as time has gone on, it's just been looking better and better for XRP. And again, this is just something that was posted on Fox Business recently, for the most part saying like everything has been going XRP's way. And the reason this is so important is because this is really a battle of crypto against government and unnecessary malicious regulation. Okay, they're not looking to regulate XRP, and if they succeed there regulating other cryptocurrencies, they're not looking to do that to benefit you. They're doing that for the exact opposite reason. They're trying to overstep their bounds. And yeah, if XRP is able to successfully win this case, which again, knock on wood, but so far everything has been pointing to the SEC being in the wrong here, and XRP coming out stronger and winning this case. If XRP is able to do that publicly, then that's a win for crypto, okay? At the end of the day, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of XRP, but I want XRP to demolish the SEC here and to set precedent for the SEC to not go after things that they have no right to be going after, okay? So, you know, with that being said, Ripple is looking very good in terms of this SEC case, but as well, even on these charts, Ripple looks technically actually pretty strong as well, with, you know, about a 6-month pennant, a 6-month symmetrical triangle that, you know, breaking to the upside would put XRP well above $2. So, well over 100% gains, you know, especially if this news would be announced, like if SEC would decide, or if the SEC loses this case and XRP wins, then there's basically zero chance that XRP will not moon if that news does get announced, right? So that's just really important. It's good for the entire crypto space, and it's something I'm rooting for. And as well, if we want to switch here to another opponent of crypto, gold, right? Peter Schiff. But the CIO of BlackRock, which has a couple trillion of dollars worth of capital, basically saying that could Bitcoin take the place of gold to a large extent? Yes, he says yes, because it's so much more functional than passing a bar of gold around. And again, that's just a quick little highlight of what he said, but the CIO of BlackRock saying that, again, I think most people with common sense would agree that Bitcoin is far superior to gold in every single way. And even if you didn't believe that, but you were just investing in Bitcoin to make money, you would have done literally hundreds, tens of thousands of % better for your portfolio if you would have invested in Bitcoin 10 years ago than if you would have bought gold. Gold is like almost right where it was 10 years ago. Bitcoin is up tens of thousands of %. So either way you look at it, if you're looking at this thinking, man, I should have been in gold, you would have to be living on a different planet, because that simply is not the case. Gold has been a far worse alternative to Bitcoin in terms of making money and doing what it was meant to do in terms of being a store of value. And as well, one thing I want to take a look at here is this new possibility, which just keep in mind, this is a possibility. This has not happened, but it is something we have to be aware of, an executive order on cryptocurrency. Okay, we all know Elizabeth Warren is not the biggest fan of crypto. In fact, she's absolutely bananas. But the executive order, which is still under consideration, would see federal agencies charged with making recommendations on Bitcoin and crypto, and would touch on financial regulation, economic innovation, and national security. And a potential crypto czar could be appointed to coordinate these agencies. A Biden administration official told the Newswire that even if the executive order is not released, the U.S. strategy the overall strategy here from the US for crypto would still be made public. So something, again, to keep in mind, everyone's been talking about the SEC regulating crypto, but an executive order, again, is something a little bit different that we want to be paying attention to as well. And as well, with that being said, a Bitcoin bull run to end this year with Bitcoin topping out at, again, a 6-digit Bitcoin. And Nick Spanios, the creator of the Zap protocol, saying that it's crucial to crypto's long-term success. And I believe the market will become even more resilient as crypto investors get used to seeing crypto always bounce back better and stronger. And I can say that exactly. When I first got into crypto almost 5 years ago, one of the things that I learned right away is that Bitcoin was declared dead a lot. Even back 5 years ago, just joining 5 years ago, Bitcoin had already been deemed dead and broken and gone forever dozens and dozens of times. And one of the first things I noticed was that, wow, Bitcoin comes back stronger every single time. So it would be silly for me not to devote time and research and eventually money into the crypto market. And that proved to be the best decision I've ever made, obviously. I mean, Bitcoin has absolutely bounced back. Sitting through the last 2-year bear market, it was pretty boring. But I checked the charts every single day, even, no matter how depressing and boring they were. And I ultimately knew, just be patient. I know how this goes, even though I had never been in a bear market before this last one. And like I said, I rode the entire thing. I did exactly what I should have done the entire way. And now I'm financially a million times better off because of it. And again, just that simple fact, I was extremely confident no matter how many people in my life were telling me, do you really think crypto will bounce back? Like, do you really think that's a good idea? Now, all of those same people, like a year ago, they started asking me, how do I get back into crypto? Now, at this point, a lot of those people are invested in crypto. And again, if they would have gotten a little earlier, obviously they would be much better off financially in that regard as well. But Nigel Green, the CEO of DeVere Group, also saying that the current momentum could see Bitcoin, hitting that $100,000 Bitcoin this year. And as well, a quick little note as well before we get into the quick Bitcoin price. Michael Dell, the creator of Dell Computers, basically saying blockchain technology is underrated. He actually started accepting Bitcoin initially back in 2014, then they stopped in 2017 because of low demand. But anyway, the point is, we're seeing billionaires and company CEOs and giants in the tech space come out pretty much every single day with Bitcoin positive news. And as well, something else I just thought was interesting is that New York and Texas are winning the war to attract Bitcoin miners. If we can actually get a lot of more mining in the US and just more globally, the better for cryptocurrency. And as well, if we can actually set up some good regulation over the next year, or maybe it looks to be even sooner than that, maybe even before this year is over, then again, ultimately, I think we can really start pushing forward with without any fears and doubts of crypto being destroyed. Even though, keep in mind, the SEC, Gary Gensler, chair, already said a few days ago they're not going to ban Bitcoin. They're just going to regulate it. So I'm cautiously optimistic about it. Again, there were going to be some things with regulation that I'm sure we don't like that come out of it. But it's going to happen regardless. So we might as well just get it over with. That's my opinion. Let's regulate crypto. Let's do what they're going to do. Maybe make some changes down the road, but it's going to happen. So let's just get it over with and, try and get more people involved in the space because it's a better option. It's a much better option than anything else we have. Okay. Tell me something that's a better option than cryptocurrency. There isn't one. But as well, we only have a few hours left until we get a new weekly candle open with the highest weekly candle we've seen for Bitcoin since May. So actually since May 10th. Yeah. So 5 months ago. And Bitcoin's in if we look on this weekly chart, this is beautiful. We've now bounced off the 21 week, very lightly, almost touched the 50 week. We held this key fettuccine level right around 40,000. My goodness, this to me, at least in terms of a technical sense, technically, this is insanely bullish chart pattern here. Okay. I have no doubt that as long as we don't get any interruption from some bad macroeconomic news from around the world and stuff like that, as long as nothing outside of crypto is too devastating to crypto, then I don't see how crypto does not explode way past 6 digits within the next 2 months. Okay. This just looks insanely bullish. And keep in mind, a lot of people are predicting that Bitcoin will top out around the middle of December, which gives us about exactly 2 months. So there's not a lot of time left. And many times what we've seen at the end of these bull markets is that final run-up goes very, very fast. It happens extremely fast. Things are kind of boring for a little bit, multiple months. And then seemingly out of nowhere, the price goes absolutely nuts and the FOMO kicks into hyperdrive. Okay. But yeah, with that being said, Looking on some of these short-term charts, again, we're still consolidating within this same exact range, which we've been talking about for a long time now. This is my last big level of resistance before all-time highs. I think breaching 60K is going to quickly put us above all-time highs. Even though the all-time highs were at 65K, I think breaching 60K will shoot us there very fast. If you're using the channel, make sure to like, subscribe, turn this receive absolute time-sensitive alerts. As well, if you're interested in earning rewards with our pool, make sure to check out the tutorial below. It only takes 2 minutes to do it, literally no risk. And as well, if you're interested in any other bonuses, make sure to check out the pinned comment below. And without any further ado, that's it for me. Bye-bye.